Hi everybody, I'm Judy and I'm addicted to puzzles. Today I'm going to be talking about some Rubik's Cubes puzzles. This puzzle is pretty good quality. It the pieces are plastic and they fit together great. I was actually pleasantly surprised at how well the pieces stayed together. It passed a pickup. Um Sometimes you could pick up a group, sometimes you couldn't. There are false fits, unfortunately, which there was a couple pieces that got me, especially one of these two pieces at the top completely got me, or at the bottom. It was my top when I was doing it. So there were some false fits, but all in all, this was a fun, super challenging puzzle, and they come in a tin, like a super cute tin. On Etsy, you can get them in 250 piece, 500 piece, or 1,000 piece. I opted for the 1,000 pieces, even though I knew they were going to be really difficult. And the way I went into this puzzle is I just started with like yellow. If the piece had yellow in it, after I did the border, I'd bring it out. But then after, there was a lot of yellow pieces. Like there was a ton. And you can't really, you don't totally know where they go just based on the yellow. So then I think I switched to, remember what color I did second. Maybe it was blue. But after a certain point, you would, you could use the picture on the tin to kind of figure out where each cube went in the puzzle. But you had to get more than, I'd say 2 to 3 colors done before I could really decipher where they went in the picture. So this puzzle, I mean, you had to pay super close attention to detail with the lines, what color was surrounding the cube you were working. Very close attention to detail on this one. I do have some more that I bought from Cool Cube merch. This one is all, it's all Christmas colors. Red, green, and white. So I don't know if this one's going to be more difficult because it has less colors and the cubes are bigger, or if it's going to be way more difficult because it only has 3 colors. This is also 1,000 piece. This one just has little tiny solved cubes through the whole thing. So I think this one's also going to be really difficult because it's just a bunch of little tiny Rubik's cubes. And they're all solved. So probably another one that's gonna take me 20 hours. This one literally did take me 20 hours. I'm assuming that this one is gonna take at least the same. I think this one, I'm on the fence about the green, red, and white one. It might be a little faster. It might take me longer. I don't know. Okay, now this one is literally just cubes. They're all different combination of cubes, and the whole thing is just cubes. My son has a blanket that I got him about the same time I got this puzzle. So my puzzle matches his blanket, which is cool. This puzzle is also Rubik's Cubes, and it's from one of my favorite companies, Jumtert. And it's called Cubes, and it's a wooden puzzle. It's 279 pieces. And the one thing I absolutely loved about this puzzle is the whimsies in it were all 80s themes. So you had like a little pair of sunglasses, and you had a cassette tape. You have a joystick from, the 80s games. So, and then you still have the super fun Jumtert pieces. So this puzzle, I've already put it together. Some of it is still together in the box. Let's see, here's a chunk of puzzle. Because I didn't want to fully take it apart. This puzzle was so much fun though. And the border pieces usually have like a black line on it. So you can kind of tell you know, which puzzles go on the outside compared to which ones go on the inside. But if you're a Rubik's Cube fan, I highly recommend this. Super cool. I love the design. Yeah, they're all solved Rubik's Cubes. Very, very fun. And all the, I mean, the whimsies in it. They had a cassette tape and then a little boombox radio. Everything 80s. It was super fun. So the last puzzle I want to talk about today is called Jigsaw. This puzzle, it's made by Rubik's Cube. It's from the makers of Rubik's Cube. I already did this puzzle a while back. My son and I did it together. He doesn't work on a lot of puzzles with me, but if it's a Rubik's Cube puzzle, he will work on it with me. He even put a few pieces in on this one, which is incredible. Because this kind of puzzle, he's definitely not into it. Okay, so the Jigsaw puzzle, it has the cutest little pieces. And these pieces are called cubies. And they even have faces on the back. Well, they have eyeballs. So it's called cubies. And so the way the puzzle works, the frame was very easy to build. The frame can only fit together one way. After you build the frame, there's a few pieces that will only fit in certain spots. After that, these little cubies will fit everywhere and anywhere. They fit together. You know, so I mean, I can't remember how they go. But they will fit together. They will connect together, but they're only correct if the Rubik's Cube is solved. So basically, this puzzle has a million ways you can put it together, but only one solution, just like a Rubik's Cube. These little pieces are called cubies. They look like little frogs. Cubies can be arranged in zillions of patterns on a Rubik's Cube, and cubies can be arranged in zillions of patterns on the Jigsaw puzzle. But the Rubik's Cube only has one solution, and so does the Jigsaw. I'm going to put this together again because it didn't take too long to put it together. I felt you had to be a little more strategic. So when we did it, my son and I, we put the frame together, obviously, because that's, you know where those fixed pieces go. And then we would take the pieces and like, okay, if this cube was, like if this piece, like these two pieces are together and it solved the yellow, and it started the orange, and it also has the blue down here. So this piece technically could go there. And we just kind of went about it like that. If the pieces could technically go there, because you have more than one piece that could go in a spot, then we would, put like a couple of pieces in the same spot, just stacked on top of each other until we got more of it done, and then we'd be like, okay, well, this one can't go here because of this, or it has to go here because of this. So we kind of did it. It wasn't really a process of elimination, but in a way it was, it was a process anyway. I'm going to put this one together so that I can have a time lapse at the end of this video, and you can see the little cubies being put into place. I think it'll be fun. And I already have the time lapse up of this bad boy right here. So I will put a link to this time lapse in the description of this video. And I'll put a link to Cool Cube merch on Etsy. I'll put a link to his shop as well. I had a request a while back for my my puzzle piece little bracket shelves. So my husband made 120 puzzle pieces. These are now available on Etsy. I'll put a link to the to my Etsy shop. My shop is called Addicted to Puzzles. I'm gonna have these puzzle pieces on there. I'm gonna have them with and without brackets. So if somebody just wants this for decoration, that'll be available. Or if you actually want to hold up shelves, which I think having a shelf at the top of your room, it saves a lot of space, you know, from below, but it looks pretty. We're not painting them because, you know, there's a lot of colors of the rainbow, and I want you guys to be able to match it to your specific, you know, furniture house. I'll put a link to my Etsy shop in the description. These will be there. Also, I'm probably going to be, I don't know when, in the next few months, I'll have some puzzles for sale also. So I'm super excited. There'll be fractal puzzles in the gem turt squiggly cut pieces. So once I get them and I have some inventory from Gem Turt, I will make an announcement on here also. So I'm super excited. I'm going to get started on this super cool jigsaw puzzle. That way I can add the time lapse to the end of this video. And thank you again for watching. And if you want some super cool puzzle brackets to hang shelves, go to my Etsy store. All right, have a super day, and thank you for watching. Happy puzzling, everybody. Bye.